Hi, I'm David Chow again. We're doing the next YouTube. This one is it's going to be completely different to what the last four YouTube that I've done. This one is going to be interesting. It's called Crazy Rich Asian. Okay, I'm sure you maybe a lot of you have seen the movie before or heard of the title, and but it is something to do with us living here in Australia and something to do with frugal living and yeah, in general. So let's start with the movie itself. I'm sure you have seen a lot of you have seen the movie. It's a very successful movie. Um, I think it was 2018 it came out, and it only cost 30 million to make. Production cost is only 30 million US million, and I believe they grossed 240 million internationally. So they done well. It's very one of the very successful movie. It's the second, I think, the first all Asian cast actor actress in the movie after Joy Luck Club. So it's quite a significant sort of milestone. And yeah, I think it's I think Michelle Yeoh, the current Oscar female winner. Michelle Yeoh, she's acted as Eleanor Young, I think, and it's about a love story between Chinese American from New York and Singaporean Chinese rich, very well established rich family from Singapore. Um, it's acted by Henry Golden, and in the movie it's called Nick Young. Okay, a interesting movie. I enjoy it. It's part of it. I remember at the church scenes where, yeah, a lot of people almost in tears, sort of about the love story between Nick Young and the actress is called Constance Wu. I think in the movie she's acted as Rachel. Um, Rachel, yeah. So anyway, let's get the movie is successful in the sense that it's highlight one of the in America, obviously in Hollywood, if any Asian be chosen in the cast, usually it's basically kung fu kind of movie, like Jackie Chan or previously was Bruce Lee, and even I think before there's a TV series called Kung Fu by David Carradine. That's a long time ago. But basically that, and it's very difficult to get a Asian American sort of any important cast in any movie. Usually they either act as a domestic help, running a restaurant, or doing laundry, or laborer kind of role. So their role in the TV Hollywood scenes is very limited. So I'm sort of really happy that they succeeded in this time doing a Crazy Rich Asian. But the only problem is that a lot of my friends think that all Asians are rich, are crazy. I mean, it's just kind of like it's not the in reality it's not true. So I mean, to get back to Singapore, I mean, I was born in Singapore. I grew up in Singapore. Went to school in Hua Chung, Hua Chung High School. I think I finished. I have two years left before I came to Melbourne, Australia, to continue, my uni study here in engineering, civil engineering. But uh, but the movie itself is kind of like really unreal. They had the scenes of helicopter flew all the guests to uh, to a desert island, and then firecrackers and cannon and all that. Well, I believe not. Yeah, I believe that. I don't think any of the super rich, billionaires from Singapore, the kids will do that. Anyway, they may have flashy sports car, Ferrari, Lamborghini, or Porsche or something. Drive around this Singapore Island, or go to the Marina Bay, Garden by the Bay. But uh, Marina Bay, the casino there. But none of all that since is I believe it's unreal. Anyway, I know none of my friends. I kind of visit Singapore quite often. They not none of them are like that. They're well, my friend, they're well established. They sort of maybe a president of Rotary Club, or they used to own their own consulting engineering firm, or or they're construct builder, or some of them might developer. But now I met them and talked to them. We had dinner at sort of, yeah, it's a reasonable sort of restaurant, but it's not a, but the whole idea is, so you have the friendship. You're not there to boast about, flaunt about your wealth, isn't it? So anyway, we'll get back to why I like to talk about this movie, because, well, basically, we sort of come to live in Australia, in a Western country. Now I'm living here in Melbourne, but we don't, lately, last 2 years since the movie came out, some of my friends are saying, "Oh, David, it's high time you get yourself a new Mercedes, or move to a mansion, or go overseas, go to Disneyland in Florida, or to Europe or Paris." I've been to Paris a long time, but I think they got the wrong idea, because just because they've seen the movie Crazy Rich Asian, especially they think I'm come from Singapore. I must be rich, but I'm comfortable. I'm an engineer. I work hard. I invested in real estate, so as many of my friends, neighbors. But in the Eastern sort of Asian culture, we don't like to flaunt your wealth. Flaunt your, is that what we don't? Well, we don't. It's not the culture to show off. Maybe young people want to show off, to buy a car, flashy car, so that they get girlfriends and impress, and designer clothes, shoe, bag, and but yes, I think lately some, I think with the migrations, some I've seen some, some very wealthy, obviously very very wealthy migrant from China. They may be on the business migrant or the investor migration sort of visa. Well, definitely they're very wealthy. You can see the brand new Mercedes parked outside a posh restaurant, or outside the mini Asian supermarket, and and the kids go to private school, and but they are the minority. A lot of Asian Australian living here, they just a middle class. I mean, I work as a civil engineer for 40 years, and a lot of my friends are architect, accountant, maybe doctor, dentist, or self-employed, doing the run a bit. Some a middle class. Okay, I mean, it's nothing to be, even though we have investment property and all that, but it's not. Most of the wealth is not sort of given, inherited from our parent, so I just want to rectify this you know, misconceptions. It's not true. It's the most untrue, uh, uh, completely untrue. We're not like that, you know. You know, I'm sure a lot of a lot of our friends believe in frugal living, you know, no flashy car, just drive an ordinary car and live quiet, down to earth, low profile kind of people, you know. And basically we are friendly to everybody. So so that we can, I mean, we make this, you know, this country is our country. So we contribute towards building this more wonderful country of ours, you know, Australia. So, you know, we work as civil engineer, architect, doctor, you know, nurses, you know, laborer, whatever, you know, running a restaurant, doing, you know, doing construction field, you know, all field. We contribute ourselves in every aspect of Australian society. So I believe that is the way to go. So I just, you know, I just want people to have a wrong idea about, you know, we're all rich, crazy rich Asian. You know, I mean that's okay. Well, that's about the only thing that I have to talk about today. I mean, the main purpose is not to just want to correct the misconception. You know, that's the word misconception, that people think that, oh, you know, some of my friends say, oh, why did you get a new car? You know, want to move to a bigger house? You know, or come with us to a, you know, to a French restaurant, or go away. You know, I mean, that's not our sort of we're living, okay? And that's not many of our friends, you know, living style too. You know, most of them are just pretty humble, down to earth, low profile sort of people, and they, you know. Okay, thank you very much. Well, I'll get back to my normal um, talk about investment, talk about property, you know, how to invest in property, and yeah, the myth of, you know, a lot of myths about millionaire, myths about, well, one of the myths is about Asians, isn't it? So we need to, you know, we need to put the correct perspective on this. All right, thank you. Well, before you go, please smash the subscribe button, give me a thumb up. That will be good. You know, I'll hope to produce a lot more interesting content, and so that well, you know, so that we can all enjoy as well. Don't forget to put the some of your comment below as well. So your comment would be most appreciated, so that at least, you know, I get some feedback, and maybe I can have some improvement for my presentation in the future. So, you know, I'm in the learning process. So good. Thank you. Have a good night. Keep well. Bye.